What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of That Great Podcast. Today, we have my good friend, Ronar. He's a master videographer, cinematographer, the producer of That Great Podcast. Ronar, ladies and gentlemen, the man behind the camera. Listen, brother, it's really great to have you. I wanted to just open up, tell us a little about how you came to in this field and kind of your story up till now.
We're here. Thank you so much for, inviting me to the episode. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah,
a little,
man.
a little
Hell yeah.
nervous.
Nah, don't be nervous, man.
A little
It's a
excited.
conversation. Brother,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about yourself and kind of how you came to be doing this.
That's a great question. So how it all started, I was at a paintball field. I used to play paintball and work at a paintball field. Raking balls, like raking paintballs.
Mhm.
Pause.
Pause.
Raking them balls, man, under the sun. And it was labor work, Obviously, everybody has to go through labor work
Yeah.
to understand life, I guess,
Yeah.
in some way. So I was working there, and I'd seen these camera guys, or this team of two guys just come in. Sometimes it was three of them, and they would record us, like playing, and I was like, well, how do you do that? Like what? How do you, because I guess back when I was like 14, I used to do YouTube videos.
Okay.
So I guess that's
That
when
was
it
your
really
start,
started.
initial
Right.
start. Okay.
So I'd make YouTube videos, like vlogs, daily
Yeah.
vlogs, fishing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, you were just growing up.
You're not gonna find them because
It's
they're
been
private now.
purged.
But yeah, I wanted to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
But obviously, I knew that I probably never was gonna become a YouTuber.
Mm.
But I really like the cameras. I really like cameras. I like pictures. I like to take videos. So, back to the paintball. Little fast forward, was probably like that was 2014, 2017, 2018 is when I seen these guys, and I'm like, I go up to them and I say, hey, so what do you do? Oh, I shoot videos. This is my company. I was like, how do you start? He goes, this is all he said. Just buy a camera and start shooting. And I was
Yeah.
like,
I love that.
okay.
I love that.
So that started to like kind of dwell in my head, kind of, just
get started.
And then one day I was in Best Buy. This was 2021, like early 2021. I was in Best Buy and I'm looking at the cameras and I'm like, dude, there has to be a way of paying these,
Yeah.
not full price. I didn't know about financing. I didn't know about none of that. I didn't have a credit card.
You had to have the money.
Yeah,
Well, that's
yeah.
good.
And so then, I asked the guy, hey, like, how can you pay this little by little? He goes, oh, do you have a credit card? And that's how they got me.
Yeah.
That's how they got me.
The slippery
We went
slope.
over there and he signed me up, and I was like, he was like, oh, you're approved for $3,000. I was like, $3,000.
All that? Yeah.
$3,000.
That's like one camera.
So I got one. I immediately called my friends, and I was like, "What camera do I buy?" And so, they were like, "Yo, I mean, you're into sports. You're kind of like, you're
Active,
shooting
dynamic.
very active sports stuff. So, the Sony's really good." So I was like, "Huh, okay." And I started looking at these Sonys, and eventually I bought the 66,600 Sony
Okay.
6600, full sensor. I believe it even did 4K, so it was it was good.
Yeah.
And I also bought a laptop with that money. So, I bought this nice equipment. So then after I bought this nice equipment, whatever, I put the camera down. I think that was in 2020.
Okay.
I put the camera down for a whole year. Life
Didn't
was
touch it.
hitting me. Yeah, like I was doing Uber Eats
Okay.
at that time. I had left my like regular job,
Right.
because I had made, with that camera, I had made like $400 in 2 hours.
Nice.
And I was like,
This is it.
if I could do this every day,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have to stay here. So I left that, and it didn't go like that. I didn't make another 400, until I didn't make any money until like probably the year after.
Yeah.
That again, I had put the camera down. I put it to the side. I wasn't even like shooting. I wasn't doing anything.
Mm.
I didn't even know how to edit. Like I just,
Yeah.
I got that and I was like, let's do it, And so a year passes by. It's January 2021. I wake up in the morning and I get on my phone and I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see this video of of a creator, and he made this like hyper motion. It's called hyperlapse or something like that. Um, and it's basically, it's a picture but the background's moving.
Okay.
So it's like
Very, yeah,
moving, like,
like
it's
high
kind
level,
of,
high level
yeah,
production.
So
Yeah.
then I was like, how do you do that? And I don't know what got into me that I had to figure that out. So I called my friend that lived in Wynwood and I'm like, yo, let's go take some pictures. And then I'm here trying to figure out how to make that effect, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Eventually I come upon the video of the same content creator that created it.
Mm-hmm.
That he made a YouTube video. And so then I watched it. I tried to replicate it, and at first it was pretty slow. It's on my Instagram. You'll see the evolution of the effect because I did it a couple times.
Okay.
And so then I think like the fourth time I probably like perfected it, or I made it my own style or whatever.
Right.
And I got invited to this thing called the Brand House. And that's when everything started. I got into the Brand House and there's a lot of creators, a lot of different everything. And so for a year, it was basically a boot camp. I was just learning. I wasn't really I was shooting a couple things, but I wasn't getting paid or anything, or everything was just like, oh, let's create something or let's collab, right?
Yeah.
Or
more of like a creative,
right?
Yeah.
So then I took that upon like, okay, I'm learning,
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And so after that year of learning, I kind of okay, yeah. So after that year of learning, I hit up a couple venues. It's January again of next year. So again, it went really well. I'm learning. I got to go to Costa Rica.
Nice.
To shoot
Shot a bunch of content. Nice.
So we did that, and then I get back, and that's when a couple problems start. Some footage of Costa Rica got lost. That's when I started dealing with real production problems, as like, what are you gonna do now without, this footage is gone, your client's now pretty pissed.
Yeah.
So you get to learn about backups. So then I obviously got to learn about backing up my footage and and putting everything, and it obviously was a little crazy. And so those issues started, whatever. I started, kind of, because of those issues, I started to like, man, is this really for me or whatever,
Right.
kind of taking it for granted of what God had presented me, or giving me this opportunity, this talent or whatever. So I go, it's January again. I start hitting up venues and stuff. So there's a venue that I got really close to, the Joint of Miami. So we started shooting like a show for them. We, as in me, I didn't. There was nobody else. I was trying my hardest. I was trying to do the best of what I had with what I had, which was a little camera and a laptop, and try to shoot a show like The Office by myself. Obviously, that's not possible.
Yeah, not possible.
But I had a couple episodes. I had the first episode done. We were still shooting content. We were shooting like recaps and stuff of the club as well. So it's like we're working on different things, not only just the show. But time goes by. I think it's like the end of summer. I get robbed.
No.
Right in front of the venue.
No.
That's crazy. So I lose it all, right? I basically, I'm sitting there. My book bag's gone, everything's gone. And I'm just like, man, this is crazy. this just, I mean, all these things that I worked for, all these things that I learned and stuff. Everything was in that book bag. It's gone. And how am I gonna get all the things back? All that money, was from a credit card and
Wow.
working other little jobs or whatever.
Wow.
So, dude, it was like a hit in the chest.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, what do I do? So I'm home. At that time, I was still living with my mom, and it wasn't helpful at all because at home, your parents or your guardian sees you not doing anything, and they're like, "What are you gonna do with your life?"
Right. Yeah.
And you're just there contemplating on all the things you lost, and obviously they don't know anything.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And they don't give a fuck either. Like
Yeah.
they live their own life. Even though they're your parents.
Right.
Unfortunately, some parents do love their kids, but fortunately, some they probably love them. They just don't understand their life or anything like that. So, while I was dealing with my things got robbed, my guardians would like tell me, "What are you doing? You're wasting your time. Like, go work. Like do something." And I'm there on my laptop trying to edit for other people or trying to figure it out.
Keep
I would,
busy.
try to and then I think it was on the way. So I had, I had gone to go to Domino's. It was like I didn't have a car or anything. I lost it all. Literally lost it all.
Wow.
So I'm walking to Domino's, and on the walk, I'm starting to think about, like, how do I stay in this in what I've built so far? Like,
man.
If I leave, someone's gonna take over what I've, someone's gonna, pass me.
Yeah, right.
And then, this might be weird for people, that aren't religious or just people that don't talk to themselves or whatever. I might be just crazy.
Yeah.
I heard, "Do you really want it?" It was in my head. And it could have been my voice. I don't know. But I heard, "Do you really want it?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." So then I kept walking. I went to Domino's. The whole goal was to be in Domino's and leave. Because, I'm going to get my money, buy my stuff again. And just, my idiot self told them that you're not supposed to tell a job that you're going to leave them. I told them that listen, I lost my stuff. I'm at work.
Yeah.
Potentially leave later though.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody that because they won't hire you.
Keep close to the chest.
So I mean, I'm just very honest. I'm an honest person.
I appreciate it. I love it.
So then I obviously I never heard of them.
Yeah.
But that "Do you really want it?" stayed with me.
Yeah.
Little by little, things just started to just, I don't know, weirdly just come. So after that, "Do you want it?" area, I had to go to jury duty. This is obviously the most, like, what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah.
I go to jury duty for the first time. Never been there in my life. I don't like the cops. I don't like courts. I don't like anything.
Yeah.
I don't like the feds.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't see. They help, but then I don't see around me help. But anyways, so I just don't like. I feel weird being in there. I just don't like it. I'm in there, and it's just regular. It's court. As the first time for me. I'd go again though. Put me. Listen, I won't be biased. You know what I'm saying?
Like, give you a per diem too. You get a little meal.
No, they do.
Yeah, they kind of take care of you, man.
But so yeah, I was in there and I was kind of feeling weird. I was whatever, and it's the part where you gotta tell the judge what hardships you have, real hardship. So hardship is like you can't make it. Not that you gotta take your daughter to work or something like that, it has to be something serious.
Yeah.
So this guy across the room raises his hand, and I wasn't paying attention to nothing other than until this guy spoke. He said, "I can't make it next week because I'm shooting for the state." My ears immediately enlarged. "What do you mean you're shooting for the state? Who are you?" Like, I want to know who you are now because you're shooting for the state.
Yeah.
You're shooting a commercial for a state. It was for the highway patrol or something like that. Something huge.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Who are you?" So then I don't know. God puts us in two roles. I'm in one line, he's in another, and he puts me right next to him. I'm not gonna miss my shot. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Ronar.
Nice. Nice.
I'm a DP, and I shoot videos, and I showed him a video, and he's like, "Oh, this is nice." He sends me. We talk. So he ends up being the line producer of both avatars.
Jeez.
Huge, like like crazy.
Yeah.
So then I'm
line
just
producer
like,
is what is a
so
line
he's
producer?
the one that manages all the money. He's basically the one that puts everybody together and pays everybody.
Like the GC, like a general contractor.
Pretty
but for
much,
movies?
pretty much,
Like subs.
pretty
everyone.
much.
Okay, got it.
So I mean, he's basically a guy that puts everybody together and
Right.
makes everything happen. So,
Yeah.
and then pays them. The money goes to him,
Wow.
he pays them. But
Shit.
again, huge. So then he sends me this guide, this PDF guide to the Cinema Line FX6. At that moment, it's October. I didn't know anything of an FX6. I didn't even know that I was ever gonna own one. Because there's like 10,000. Just locks, and
Okay.
just the one camera and probably the lens cost around 8 to 9.
Wow.
Not 10, probably not. But if you have accessories or whatever. But so you're thinking, okay, whatever. I'm gonna read it. And then, I'm reading it, whatever, I'm learning a couple things. Time passes, life goes on. I think it's like February. No, I think it's like, probably February going into March. My friend goes, have you heard of, my mentor, he's in Puerto Rico. My mentor, he's another shooter and music producer, actually. So he's within the both careers or industries. And so that, so he goes and he tells me, hey, in Puerto Rico, there's someone next to me has an FX6. He got it from school. So I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, yeah, you just gotta, look up Full Sail. They got, you attend them and the course will send you the equipment.
Mm.
At this point, I have nothing. I have no cameras, nothing. No, I think I had one camera, and I'll tell you that story.
You were building back up.
I was building back little
by
little. So, he called. He tells me, "Yo, look it up." So I look it up. Immediately, I was 24. This was last year. I was 24. He. I think I still had it like time to like sign up for like financial aid or something like that.
Sure.
So I'm just trying to see if it works. It worked. I'm attending Full Sail. I'm in Full Sail right now for my bachelor, cinematography, digital cinematography. And so I don't know, God just I mean,
that's a crazy story in itself, but so how do you go? This is now we're almost a year caught up.
Yeah.
So now we're in FGA.
Right.
How did this all? Because I mean, if
So,
you got to,
yeah, I mean,
we'll have to do some
I
B-roll
think I'm
showing
pretty much,
because I mean, this is a crazy operation you have here.
So I think I'm missing like a couple of little stories, but
Sure.
yeah. So like after this is actually the same year. So March, right? They tell me about Full Sail. I joined. I enter Full Sail. I'm in Full Sail. By June, my friend, she needs help with podcasting or editing podcasts. So she tells me, "Oh, you gotta come over here to the hub. This place is like crazy. It's like it's super
awesome.
Nice. This
Super
is, by the way, shout out the hub.
Yeah,
so,
super cool.
You gotta come over here, but you just to come and help me out with the podcast and stuff." So I was like, "All right, cool." So I come over here, and it's not yet this studio. It's another studio that they have, and I'm just helping her, out, whatever. And I see the studio, but it's always off. It was always off. It was locked always all the time. I'm like, yo, who comes in here? Because this is a nice studio. And so then one day, shout out Alex, my business partner. He comes in and I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. My name's Ronar. What do you, is this your room? Oh yeah, this is my room. I built it for my own podcast. So he built it for himself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this is amazing. Like, how have you thought of renting it? And he goes, yeah, I have thought of it, but I've never really, and then I was like, we should, you should rent it. If you need an engineer or anything, like,
Right.
so he goes, let's go have lunch. At this moment in life, my phone was broken. I was broken. Like I was broke, and broken,
Yeah, man.
there was nothing
Would you
going
say
for
like,
me.
would you say bottom, like rock bottom in
Pretty
a
much.
lot of ways?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
in all the way combined, like just rock bottom. Even though, God was definitely showing me that, he was giving me things. He was obviously, because I'm putting all the work in since I lost my, my first set of gear. I didn't stop. I didn't stop editing. I didn't stop shooting. I would go and tell somebody, hey, lend me your camera and I'll edit for you.
Yeah.
And, with that camera, I would go and shoot something else. And that's how I, would fumble around. So, but so I, God, started to present me these things. So then I met, my business partner, and then we started this, the podcast studio. And it's been a super growing, like just from a year, and it's been just 1 year.
Yeah.
When I started, I didn't even know how to I didn't even know how to calendar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you have a really smooth
again,
operation.
I would just like, again, like I would like, in terms of shooting, I would be running gunning pretty much. Just, oh, let's shoot this. All right. Bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
Shoot it, do a little edit, whatever. This type of business, or I mean, I'm guessing any type of business now. I mean, it taught me how to organize, how to calendar myself, how to there's a word for this, but calendar is around the same. It's like, like kind of
organizational skills,
or prioritizations and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
All these things, I learned everything on the street, I don't know anything, any corporate stuff, any technical stuff. I know how to do the things.
You're going off of instinct, man.
Right.
I think that makes you,
and just heart,
right.
And so, we started growing, we started, we didn't have any like back end stuff. Like, we didn't have any, like website or anything, not yet, at least.
Yeah.
So we started growing little by little. At first there was nobody at all, like as a normal business.
Right.
But you have to have faith in it.
Yeah.
I lost the faith, but you always have to have a good team.
Yeah.
A business partner, I love him to death. He woke me up, by saying, yo, either you step up or you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's that simple. It's that simple. I mean, yeah, he didn't say it like that.
Well, yeah, but
he
the
didn't
message,
say it like that.
the message was,
it's street for, he said it nicely, and then I turned it into, bro, if I don't change this, you're gonna be where you started.
Right.
Zero. So I was like, dude, I gotta prioritize. I gotta start taking this serious.
Mhm.
After I started taking this serious, I think that's when we pivoted. I think that's when
that was the switch.
That was, and then, dude, like in 1 month, 4,000.
Nice.
In another month, like just, and we're doing great, and we're doing great, and I'm just like, whoa, like this is serious. This is, kicked out. Like we're starting to have members. At first we didn't even have any members. We were charging $99 an hour.
Wow.
For basically what we still have now.
Right.
Right. Becoming a member was $2.99. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah.
And obviously, we got to change our prices. We got to upgrade. We got more members. Like, thankfully, Chris right here, at the beginning, when he started, this is like the what?
Maybe 3 months in.
But this is the what episode?
Oh, this will probably be 10.
The 10? Yeah, I mean, the very first episode, he sat here. So how do we do, like, okay, let me drink some coffee. And I told him, drink some coffee, get comfortable. He drank some coffee. After then, I'm telling you, he started like, talking, getting comfortable, because it's all about that. It's all about making not only your client or your customer comfortable, but making them feel like you're a part of us,
Right.
like
Right.
you're part of the crew,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I like that.
like
Yeah.
that's one of my businesses, but it
Right.
it was called the Sequence Crew.
Yeah, yeah.
But like your hospitality is everything to me. That was one of
Customer
my
service.
first jobs.
Yeah.
Before I was actually in 3 jobs at once. Overnight at a hotel doing night audit, and then in the mornings I would go to the paintball field, and then in the afternoon from 5 to 12 I would go to a smoke shop. So
Oh, wow.
I was working 3 jobs at once. It was tough. I was killing myself, but you know that showed me like if you work so much, here, put all those little aspects that you learned
Mhm.
into your new business.
Yeah.
Hospitality to me is A1. Like, the drinks and the everything. It's to me, it's like number one, because
Yeah.
then the client turns into a member.
Right.
It's not just oh, I'm gonna see you,
Yeah,
whenever I
more,
see
yeah,
you,
it's
you know what I'm
not so
saying?
casual.
So
Yeah.
all those things, thankfully, I could apply into this one, and
Right.
dude, because of that,
Yeah.
mean, we've
No,
grown,
you've really made something awesome, and
so much.
uh,
Oh, wait, hold on. This is actually, give me a second. This is Elevate oxygen. It's actually pure 95 Australian oxygen, dude. I gotta,
take a little.
I gotta take a breath here because I've been talking too much, Chris. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, you're good.
Dude, this
Listen,
is
man,
amazing.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, if you
Listen,
need
man,
some, I got you.
yeah. Listen, man, I think just from your story, you exhibit a lot of like really great qualities in terms of, number one, like that spirit of curiosity just into a craft.
Yeah.
I think is
Yeah.
like a building block of building a true mastery, and you've really come together. Like,
No, yeah,
you
I
have a
mean-
really good product, and that's just one of the things that I took from that. But listen, man, I want to talk to you about, you mentioned it when I came in. How are you using AI now with your editing
Dude.
and all of that? You were just telling me about that.
Dude,
Talk
so
a little bit about it.
AI is, to be honest, taking over. I mean, every business, every type of business. If you're not joining AI, I think you're gonna be left behind.
So I've heard
I mean,
multiple people say that.
I mean, at the beginning, I thought, okay, no, it's
Yeah.
not. you're not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
it's moving,
Yeah,
man. It's moving fast.
because I mean, just the smallest things that take maybe a couple hours to do with AI, it becomes 5 to 10 minutes.
Yep.
And then you could start a whole new other project, or you could pass it on to somebody else. Like, for example, for music videos, I have this, I just got this AI agent that basically, instead of me paying somebody to cut the videos for me or organize it or put it together, for me to then put some VFX or take it to the next phase, because there's, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know how you see it, but in music videos there's phases. Phase 1 is organizing and putting it all together in synchronization to the song.
Okay.
Then you make your selection of clips, right? And then you finalize, make sure that all the clips are perfect, everything is just, everything looks good. After that comes coloring, and color grading, and if you shoot on S-Log, you have to make your own colors. You don't, it's not like shooting now right here that the colors are already there,
Yeah.
But the difference between that is that the colors that are already there, that's auto exposure, auto white balance, that's automatic. So it's thinking, the camera is forcing itself to do all these things to make it look perfect, opposed to you creating perfection, which is totally different.
More
That's
of
what
a
God
fine
did.
art. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So like, so that's the phase of coloring. Then you go into the phase of VFX, or visual effects, which is all those little flashes and transitions or
Yeah.
whatnot.
So would you say,
But
like,
I mean, those are all different roles,
Right.
by the way.
Right.
So like, one trying to do all these things at once, you're great. If you get it done all perfectly, cool. You're that guy. You know. Not everybody could do it though.
Right.
And at first I thought that I wanted to be that guy. I wanted it. I got it. Everything's me. I can't do that.
But the AI has lowered those barriers though in terms of you being
exactly. So like so this AI tool basically takes the job of organizing, synchronizing, and cutting all in one, making it in 5-10 minutes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how like up to par is it when you punch it in? Is
Dude,
it like
it's so
is it top
accurate.
notch?
Dude, it's accurate. It's scary accurate. And it's the only one that's out there.
You're keeping it to yourself.
You know,
Don't even drop.
for now, I would never keep. But yo, hit me up. I'll probably, I'll probably let it go.
No, you're super cool,
dude.
Man.
But and it's for the same price, that you could, pay somebody to do it. It's like a lifetime thing. So like you pay once, do this for a lifetime, opposed to paying somebody doing it over and over and over again, and that's the cutoff right there. If you're that guy that I'm supposed to be paying, you're cut off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just found something that will do it forever and near perfect. There might be a couple adjustments that I have to do.
Yeah.
But that's not going to take 3 hours.
Yeah.
Or 24 hours.
The very repetitive tasks, the very time-intensive tasks.
The time-consuming tasks is the thing that takes it away.
Right.
And also for podcasting, there's something out there as well. Can't give out the name because it's my course. Got to take my course. No, but it's very well known. Not. I mean, I have the PDFs and stuff.
Tell them to register.
When it's live for sure.
Yeah.
But this AI tool as well for podcasts, bro. I edit podcasts in
what? So give me
10 minutes.
Compared it. So okay, before AI, how long was it taking you to edit it?
3 hours, 4 hours.
An hour-long podcast.
An hour-long podcast would take me 4 hours, 5 hours to edit.
And now?
10 minutes. I'm telling you the truth. It's 10 minutes. It takes me 5 to 10 minutes.
So I mean, that has raised your
my prices, my everything.
Well, your profitability, like
correct, because then I could do multiple podcasts at a time.
Right.
Like today,
your per hour, whatever you're charging, your per hour becomes almost like a one-time
exactly
thing. Like,
exactly. And
you
just because it's tool,
man.
And thanks to these tools.
And you're running pretty lean, right? Because you're the only face I've.
Yeah.
Right?
No. So it's only. I mean, frontline. I have a back end team.
Okay.
Obviously, thanks to the social media team.
Okay,
they post the website team that made all the SEO perfect and possible. That's why we're number one.
You are number one. You came out number one. Not even
Google,
sponsored. You came out number one.
Yeah. Well, thanks to reviews.
Yeah.
Members. Members is all we
operation.
It's because of you guys that we're here. To be honest.
No, this place is awesome, man. I love it.
And because of our team, I could close and I could I could do these things and keep you guys here, but it's because of them that you see it. But yeah, it is me here.
Right.
And I'm here every day, but it's thanks to the team as well. I mean,
of course.
I can't do it without them. But
yeah, man.
No, it is here. It's me here every day. Yeah. Every day you'll see me here, like at the podcast.
Tell me a little bit more about with respect to actually running day to day. You're here, right? So like, what are some crazy challenges that have come up now that you've scaled to a point, right? You're doing great now. So what are those growing pains looking like?
Crazy challenges. Oh, that's a good one. And we've come across a couple. Making sure that you have not only what you're recording, but you have a backup as well.
That's a forever life lesson.
Always forever life lesson. And still to this day, I've had a couple mess ups where I've gotten to fix it.
Yeah.
But it would have been easier.
Close, yeah.
You're
cutting it close. You're about to have to pick up that phone again.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Damn it.
And so, there's.
Where's my hard drive?
It's in my book bag. It's in my book bag. No, but so basically, going through just technical, just the smallest things that make a big impact. Like for example, there's this one time where I think the audio was like off, but I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it, but the audio was off. Small things like that.
Yeah.
Dude, when I seen the video, when I finished it, I seen the video and I hear it, I'm like, this is not the audio. then what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So thanks to AI as well, they got that
Fixed it up.
fixed.
Damn, man.
but no, challenges like or overbooking. That was a big one. That was a big one because we're not only through Google, but we're on Tag Venue, we're on Peerspace, we're on Gigster. So
you
all
had
these
separate calendars.
all these people are different, companies, right?
Sure.
So at the beginning, I would write it down. Like I'd write it down my notes.
Yeah.
August this day, this, because I didn't have a calendar.
Right.
I didn't know how to. Later on, it came to a point where we had to sit down and we're like, okay, let's, because we would get overbooked or 1 hour it was you and then someone would book that same hour and we would accept it. And that was an issue. Because two people would show up at once,
Right.
or before I would have to be like, oh, can you please come an hour later because the hour now is overflowing and I don't want you,
right.
just to accommodate, but that was the biggest challenge and finding out that you could connect all of those.
Yeah, you use
one
Calendly,
calendar,
right? You use the
so
Calendly
no,
now.
so Calendly and so also Calendly. So Calendly was our main one.
I love it.
It's super
money.
easy to book.
Yeah.
I love Calendly.
Yeah, me too.
But so to make sure that these other sites blocked that hour off through Calendly, that's the thing, right?
Syncing.
So exactly. So we were able to sync that into my iPhone calendar. And then, I still sometimes have to manually block on Calendly, but still I see everything now. I don't have to write it down or forget it,
man.
So
yeah, right. Trying to
that
keep
was
track
a
like
challenge,
that
right? One of
killer.
those. Again, technical, it could be really small for some, but it was huge, at least for us back then.
So are you guys in a position where you're kind of now looking to scale, or are you kind of just like, you want to scale it up? You want to scale it up?
We're definitely looking to scale. I mean, we don't have as much as members as we want to, but we're not only scaling into podcasts only, we're scaling into production,
right?
Audio and visual production. So you have seminars, we're gonna record them. If you have events, we're gonna record them. If you have, because right now we're running on this equipment, but we're gonna definitely upgrade.
Nice.
I have a Sony FX6 now. We're trying to get more FX6s. So then it'll be real production.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now we're just trying to scale some small, a couple steps, not too crazy. Just maybe a bigger room or another set to be able to, bring in again, because thanks to that AI tool,
right,
I could run a couple podcasts in, a couple hours, and I say a couple, probably like 5, 6, I've done it in like a day.
Wow.
Because in like April, we were stacked. In April, dude, like I'd have like 5 episodes in a day.
Jeez.
Shooting. So you would probably do 2 hours. I had somebody else probably do 3 hours, and then I had someone else do 1. So and all of those are different episodes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wow.
Thank God we found that AI tool, bro.
That productivity is gonna
so then due to that, we're starting to now delegate and so now we're looking into scaling, but not only scaling just for podcasts, but just full production.
Right.
Because that's basically the goal.
And that's more lucrative, I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, we could hit anywhere.
Right.
Like we could start doing weddings and start doing different things.
Do you do a lot of like, what would you say the split is in terms of like, that's like beyond podcasting? You do a lot of music videos.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a lot of verticals in video production.
Yeah.
It's definitely just a balance.
Okay.
Obviously I prioritize.
You don't put all your eggs in the one.
Yeah, no. I obviously prioritize this studio.
Yeah.
But my music videos and my other side gigs and stuff, that's all for now on the side.
Okay.
Until, because this is already set, you know?
Yeah.
And it runs itself basically. Obviously I come in and stuff like that. But music videos and stuff, you need a little bit of other like other types of equipment. That, to be honest, some of you artists are broke, you can't pay for shit. This is a message that I got for all you broke artists. Pay your cameraman. Pay your production team.
PSA, man.
They're the ones
That's
that
a
make you look
PSA.
good. You know what I'm saying? But dude, like no one pays and it's not even the money's not even coming. I'm not eating, or I am eating, but I'm not keeping the 1,500 that I'm charging you.
Sure. A lot of it. Yeah, that's not all.
500 of that goes to the models that are right next to you.
Right.
Another possibly 250 will go to a good editor.
Yeah.
And then I stay with like 600.
Yeah.
That I'm worth 600. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least for a project,
that's a whole,
that big,
shoots, right?
Exactly. Or it could be one day. It could be a couple,
or multiple locations.
Multiple locations, exactly. Right. So that's where that comes into, like, those little factors. But it's in reality, I do put some more eggs into this basket over here,
right?
Than into my other one.
This one,
but I'm But this is a great basket full of flowers. I got some roses over in the garden, but
yeah, man.
But
listen, man, this is the last episode of this season, so I'm gonna be doing a seasonal type of thing with this podcast. So chose to make this the last episode. Figured we'd do like a back to the beginning, maybe like a retrospective. So like, open up at, you obviously have much more experience shooting podcasts and all of that. What have been some pitfalls that you've seen podcasters like fall into, or that basically make them kind of fall off? Like, how do I know consistency is one of the keys, right?
Yeah, I mean,
but what else?
So the good thing about what you do is you're batch shooting, right? So you're putting yourself ahead. Others just start thinking that I'm gonna shoot today, I'm gonna post it, and then they're running to see when they're gonna post another one. That's when you lose everything, because you're building, you're starting your podcast, you're building this I guess you could say like burst, or or a community. You're starting to build your community, and then your community doesn't see you for another like 2 weeks or a month. You're not gonna build anything. Can't build like traction that. You know what I'm saying? And then you yourself will see that and will be like, all right, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't. I'll go. Work out or something, or spend time with my kids.
Yeah.
Because that's. I mean, it's mostly what what ends up happening is that they either if you're gonna podcast, or take it, not take it too serious, but prioritize it, or if in your case, do a couple before you even launch,
right?
Because then you'll feel comfortable to keep going. Because
I feel
that not only fills in the consistency, but also it makes you comfortable.
Right.
It makes you, okay, this video did good. Let's see next week what it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you have constant videos. So what I'm saying is, like, if you're gonna start, make sure you have that plan.
Right.
Build that plan before you start.
Right.
If it takes a year, let it take a year. But make sure that you have a plan before you start, because after you start, if you stop, you're done. You're
gonna be wishy-washy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And then they're not gonna take you serious.
Right. Right.
Another thing would be like, make sure that your timing is right. If you want to upload every Monday or make sure your scheduling is correct. If you want to post every Monday, make sure you're shooting on a Wednesday. Giving time to your team editing it.
Yeah.
And you post.
You can't
and then
shoot
on
the
Wednesday
day
you go shoot again.
Yeah, you can't
exactly. Because then you're, oh my God, yo, where's the video?
So
you know what I'm saying?
You have clients that do more of that, like, kind of weekly sessions? Because I've tried to do, I think the batching is kind of the way to do it.
Yeah. But I mean, so like, but the weekly ones, they have more people surrounding them. Like, they have already a team established. Mm-hmm. They have editors. They have producers, and they come in, they shoot. I send it to their people.
Yeah.
And they get it done. You
Right.
know, right now we have a member where, actually I got to edit that today. I have a member that we released within 24 hours the episode, and it's not regular, there's graphics, there's
Oh, wow.
different things. It's a show, it's a political show, so there's
Got
names,
it. Oh, I
there's
see.
like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
squares, and
All that.
literally what you see on Netflix,
Live
like
production
CNN
stuff,
and like
yeah.
Fox, and
That's like live
live
production.
dude, I
Yeah,
swear
almost,
it's
yeah.
live, but
Crazy.
it's supposed to be live, but there's a couple things that obviously we have to edit. We have to fix it here. So those are another things. We accommodate and adjust to not only for us, for our future, for our studio, but what's going to help us bring in more clients like that member that, he wants a live show and this and that and the third. We could do that live where you leave, it's done. The video's done. You can have, I'm airdropping it to you. That's where our goal is. As I just want to be producing.
Yeah.
Like I want to have 5 people in a day. You know what I'm saying? I want to have 5 sets filled at a time. Like that's the goal.
Like conveyor.
Yeah. What? And I'm in a room that is just screens and buttons. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And I have like 4 other people in front of me. Like
What's your
switching and
time
stuff.
horizon on that? 5 years, 10 years?
I'd say give
Where
me
do you
5
see
years.
it? 5 years? Let's go.
I see it in 5 years.
I love it.
I see it in
Do
5
it in
years.
3.
And 3 would be amazing. No, but I see it definitely in 5 years, where at least maybe not too many sets, but 3 sets.
Yeah.
Where we could most likely manage at a time. That's insane to me.
I think you'll
no
get
one
there,
could
man.
no one could do
I
that.
think you can get there.
I
Your work product is solid, and again, this area is like,
and this is only the
badass.
beginning, man.
Yeah.
Like
I have some interesting ideas for
no, yeah, I mean,
future. I won't disclose
listen,
now, but I think
you
season
got
2.
that equity. You know what
I
I'm
think,
saying?
I think season 2 we're gonna do something you might dig.
No,
I'm gonna talk to you off
100%.
camera. Listen,
No,
bro, I think we could go like all day type shit,
Yeah.
but I think we cut it here, and you're welcome back anytime you're here. So
We're almost here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
My
Thank
man,
you so much, man.
Ronar. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, everybody.